Welcome back from the coffee break, and thank you for being still here after a very insightful but also intense day. Um, Let me introduce myself. I'm Davide Michelin. I'm a Science Outreach Manager at CMCC. And today I'm wearing the hat of the Communication Officer of the Naturance project. Um, Today, I will moderate this last session for today with Andrea Staccione, that is a researcher at KIT and CMCC too, in network-based solution. So welcome back, Andrea. And with the last session of today, we will dive into a different side of the deployment of network-based solutions. That is the engagement of citizens. Indeed, beside the financial and technical aspect that, of course, are essential, we believe that citizens' knowledge play a pivotal role too in helping communities and cities to become more resilient by gathering ideas and contribution from the bottom up and achieving positive and impactful results. Our session is structured in two different parts. During the first half hour, more or less, we will introduce the citizen engagement initiative promoted by the Naturance project, the so-called Naturethon. Representative of the three groups of citizens awarded in the 2024 round will shortly present their ideas, closing this first part. Shortly because we will go deep into their idea, into their project in the second part that will last about 45 minutes or 50. In which all the attendees will have the opportunity to participate in a live session of the Naturethon and give their contribution to the discussion of three case studies. The shift from participation to engagement is a well-known barrier of citizen engagement initiative, so please don't run away and stay with us till the end. I think now we are ready to begin the session for real. As I mentioned before, citizens play a pivotal role not only in the deployment of MBS, but more in general in driving the adoption of sustainable practices and local solutions, fostering community support and social license for green projects that otherwise might not be viable. Moreover, mobilizing public and citizen engagement is essential for inclusive practices toward social change, fostering a sense of empowerment and creating conditions of full transparency, accountability, and trust. Community engagement is one of the primary objectives of the Naturance project too. This goal aligns closely with the framework of the European missions and the current Horizon Europe research program, which emphasizes citizen involvement as a key element in advancing and implementing European project strategies and actions. For this reason, the Naturance Consortium developed, beside the innovation labs that are addressed to experts and policymakers more, an initiative that supports the creation of citizen groups aimed at discussing MBS and their applicability to disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation in local communities. Now, let me spend a few words more on the Naturethon initiative. To be honest, we didn't make up anything revolutionary because it was not the scope of this initiative. So for its concept, we took inspiration from previous successful citizen engagement initiatives, such as the Conference on the Future of Europe. Naturethon seeks to foster collective understanding and planning of MBS within local communities. Through Naturethon, citizens and non-experts are invited to exchange ideas, supported by the Naturethon team, through scientific knowledge sharing and dialogues with experts. The initiative target group includes students with diverse backgrounds, young professionals, and innovators. Just a second. Okay. The groups are formed spontaneously by citizens who learn about the initiative through various communication and outreach channels. Once a team is formed, following the guidelines provided on the Naturance website, they are asked to designate a group leader who is responsible for coordinating the group and, of course, serves as the primary point of contact for us. In our idea, this forum would provide a conducive environment for exploring MBS and assessing their applicability. Within specific local context, a large variety of viewpoint and perspective. With the knowledge and insight facilitated by the project and gained from webinars, newsletter, digital library, and events, the groups are equipped to better delineate their MBS project, aimed at tackling specific climate change impacts and share them with our team in their preferred formats. The first round of the initiative, which ran from June to September 2024, successfully engaged over 600 participants with more than 300 citizens registered and about 150 contributors to the submitted project proposals. The Naturethon committee evaluated the proposals submitted in terms of feasibility, innovation, and creativity, and found that 4 proposals in particular stood out amongst the rest. Today, the champions of 3 of these ideas are here with us. So let me introduce them one by one. The first one is Martin Kuban. Martin, are you here with us?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. So I just spend a few words for each one. Martin coordinated a group of Slovak students and experts working on the realization of 2 green roofs and 3 green walls in Bratislava. The second selected project is the one guided by Dominic Ucci. Dominic, are you here?
Yes, thank you. I'm here.
Okay, great. And Dominic that coordinated a series of initiatives in Nigeria to promote the adoption of MBS in the agriculture sector, spreading the use of digital climate advisory services. Of both this proposal, we will hear more in the next few minutes. The third champion is Mar Fabregat. That is here, is connected. Okay.
Thank
Great.
you for having me.
Thank you, Mar, to join us. The second selected project, again, is a very timely proposal, I think, because the group of Mar proposes a shift toward the green infrastructure to enhance the resilience of a city such as Valencia, particularly fragile to the consequences of climate change, as unfortunately the severe flood of last November demonstrates. So now that we are all here, I will ask to the three champions to give a short presentation about 4 minutes, not more, for each one. I will start from Martin, then Mar, and third, last but not least, Dominic. Okay? So, Martin, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Davide. So now I think I can share my screen.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, can you see the presentation? Or can you hear me?
Yes, there is a banner in front of your presentation, but yes.
Is in with presenter notes, not in the full screen mode.
Okay. So I will change this. Okay. Now I think it's better, yeah?
Yes, great.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for collaboration. Okay, so I'll start with a short presentation about my project. We call it the Green Bratislava MBS Group. The whole name is Green Laboratory for the Estimation of the Effectivity of the Nature Base with the Real Nature Base Solution. This project comes from the collaboration between the Slovak University of Technology and the Bratislava Old Town City Office, which initiated the Green Laboratory project. This project focusing on studying the effectiveness of the nature-based solution in the mitigating urban heat island effects. We want to evolve this to the next level. So we want to build a green laboratory within the spaces of the Slovak University of Technology. The main goal is to design the nature-based solution not only for the present but also for the future climate. As the main challenges, which you can see here, the first one is the establishment of the nature-based solution laboratory, as I said. The second one is the ensuring the future cooperation between Slovak University of Technology and urban planners. The third one is preparing the regulation for the climate change ready nature-based solution constructions. And the fourth is securing financial resources to keep it sustainable. The NBS ideas within this project is the testing the effectiveness of the existing nature-based solution in Bratislava, and also the construction of the nature-based solution examples at the Slovak University of Technology. The users and stakeholders will be the students of the Slovak University of Technology and, of course, the citizens of the Bratislava city. The initial financial strategies for this project was the already applied national APVV grant in Slovakia for the supporting this project, and is currently awaiting for the results. So that was a quick introduction to my project. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Martin, for this first overview. What really impressed us in evaluating the proposal is that your was probably the best proposal in terms of financing, because it is really complete or really already in place, or is becoming in right shortly.
Yes.
Okay, so we will have time to speak in the second part of the session. Now it's time to give the floor to Mar. Mar.
Yeah, I will share my screen. Just can you see it?
Mm,
Can you see it?
Yes, but it's not in presentation mode.
I don't know how I can.
Uh, is a PDF, this right? Wait a second, we can.
I think it's fine now. We can see it
Okay.
properly.
Okay.
Great.
So, well, good evening, everyone. My name is Marfa Vergato, and I'm a law student at the University of Valencia. I'm aware that compared to other participants and in initiatives like this, I'm a bit of a weirdo because I know that many of you come from science and technical fields, but I will try my best. That said, I also believe that combining the legal perspective in projects like this is very important. After all, law is foundation for everything, and it shapes the framework between progress and innovation. So we need them for a more holistic approach. First of all, I wanted to thank all the organizers for having me here today and for selecting the project as a winner. And for me, it's an honor to share with you green infrastructures for water management in Valencia. Before diving into details, I don't know if you are aware of the recent events that happened here in Valencia, but last November we experienced a devastating flood that resulted in over 200 deaths. And as one of the people affected, it was a wake-up call. And it made me realize, like many others, that climate change is not something that is distant in the future, it's something that is here, and we need to act now. The flood wasn't an isolated event. A similar disaster happened 40 and 60 years ago, so it is clear that something must be done. And maybe this disaster, this tragedy, can serve as an opportunity, as a turning point to implement solutions. Right now in Valencia, we have three major challenges. One of them is recurring droughts and growing water scarcity, frequent urban flooding, and urban heat island effect. And to mitigate these challenges, we propose nature-based solutions that include rain gardens, green roofs, and permeable pavements. We think that they can address really well the problems and the challenges we face right now. And we wanted to implement it mostly in public buildings and infrastructures across the city. So let me briefly explain these solutions. First of all, rain gardens manage stormwater by capturing rainwater from sidewalks and roofs, improving the water quality and relieving the pressure of the drainage system. And the good thing about this is that we can use already existing infrastructure, which is really good because it's really cost effective. Green roof which is one of my favorites because I only see benefits with this, is that they transform rooftops into thriving ecosystems. They provide natural insulations for buildings. They also capture CO2 and improve air quality and also reduce the energy consumption. Permeable pavements help manage water by absorbing filtering rainwater, reducing the runoff and release the pressure from drainage system. And they are good also because they can be implemented in the Valencia big cycling path networks. So for logistical support, we consider that several stakeholders can drive this initiative, including local government. Of course, the Valencia City Hall needs to be included, the Regional Ministry of Environment, the universities and research centers, like the Universidad Politécnica here in Valencia, private sectors, especially companies focused on sustainability and urban solutions. And when it comes to funding, which is crucial component, particularly when we talk about working with public administrations, the most suitable approach is to make use of the European projects and programs dedicated to sustainability, and also to use public funds at the national and regional level. Before finishing, I just want to say that even though this project is focused on the capital, it will be a great idea not only in the capital but also in the towns near to Valencia, and it could be a good idea. So thank you so much for your attention, and let's turn these challenges into an opportunity for a more resilient Valencia.
Thank you, Mar, for this first overview. I think that is very good, rooted with a lot of sprout from your point of view, not just a solution, but a group of solutions to reach this resilience. The last presentation is the one by Dominic. Are you here?
He's trying to join the game. I think he had some troubles.
Okay, maybe I can share his PowerPoint to avoid stress on the connection.
Yes.
Okay, can you see it?
Yes.
Dominic, let's try to have him here. Well, the project that Dominic and his group, of course, developed is a sort of is applied on the agriculture sector, and it is a sort of blend project because put together technology and nature-based solutions. I don't know if Andrea wants to add something till we wait Dominic. Sala d'attesa. Wait, it's here, apparently.
I think he's coming.
Yes. It's joining.
Sorry for these technical issues, but I think it's better to wait him to be with us. Otherwise, I try to take over.
Hello.
Hi, Dominic.
Hi,
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm having issue of network on a very serious note, and I wish to do my presentation, but the network is not allowing me. I discovered my presentation is on the display, and can I continue?
Of course, you are welcome. We are very glad that you join us. So the floor is yours. Just tell me next when you want to change the slide. Okay?
Hello.
Yes. The floor is yours.
Oh, it's all right. Thank you. Can I start from the beginning?
Sí. Yes.
Okay. Oh, yes, I'm Muchi Dominic. I will be doing presentation on digital climate advisory services. Which represent an innovation to platform that create climate information and also a natural climate change and empowers agricultural producer and value chain stakeholders to build resilience against the adverse effects of climate change, which threaten sustainability of the current future agri-food system. In Nigeria, however, the uptake of DCAS, which is the Digital Climate Service, is constrained by limited awareness, inadequate digital infrastructure, and insufficient capacity building. And there is every need to involve these smallholders farmers into capacity building so that they will know the relevance of digital climate advisory services, make use of it. Bridging this gap requires targeted interventions such as robust awareness campaign, comprehensive training programs, which is being to local context of specific economic constraints of the farmers, and also strategic investment in digital infrastructure. These efforts will not only promote the adoption of climate smart technology, but also enable farmers to make informed decisions that enhance productivity, sustainability, and climate resilience across agricultural sector. Next slide. Hello?
Second, sì, just a second.
Okay, this is the second. And this is, yes, and then there are challenges that have been involved in digital climate smart agriculture, such as challenges, as I've said, include low awareness among the stakeholders, limited access to reliable climate data, and insufficient technical skill, high cost of digital tools, weak policy support, gender disparity, inequality, low involvement of women. And if you can make a comprehensive research, you see that 70% of the population involved in agriculture, and this 70%, most of them are women. They have not been involved in some of these policies that will enhance agricultural productivity, especially sometimes land tenure system, which only specify that maybe the head of family should own land, while women, they are finding it very difficult to have land. Low internet in many, as even now I'm having issue of internet while I'm staying in the outskirts of the town, not to talk of somebody who is staying in the rural area. They find it very difficult to make use of internet, and also some of it are resistant to adopting innovation technologies due to some cultural barriers, norms and custom. But if awareness had been taken and the sensitization, there will be drastic reduction in these cultural barriers that hinders the end user and the stakeholder using these digital services. Next. Next slide.
Dominic, you
Hello?
have, sì, Dominic, you have 1 minute left now. Then we can go out.
So thank you. And then natural-based solution ideas enhancing. These include agroforestry integration tools, reforestation tracking platform, which can be used also by the phone, real-time weather management application, biodiversity conservation monitoring, pest and disease co-friendly alerts. What I mean is that co-friendly alerts. It's not everything. You just keep pests. Some of these pests are also really very important. And regenerative agricultural guardians, carbon sequestration tracking, community-based ecosystem reporting, pollinator-friendly farming advisory system, and also digital platform promoting sustainable land and resources and management. And then the last slide. And then there is every need for users and stakeholders to be involved in, especially in developing countries like Nigeria, which is the smallholders farmer, and making the use of agricultural extension workers, agribusiness, creating value chain, policymakers, and also researchers, non-government organizations, having cooperative in cluster, providing technologies such as digital climate, smart agriculture, financial institution involvement, and meteorological agency developing partners with other related parties that have knowledge on this digital climate, smart agriculture to enhance natural-based solution. The inform of community leaders is really very important. The information they have, they spread through some of the social institutions. It can be in the church, it can be in the gathering, and also youth group. It helps us as well because good percentage of youths who are very innovative, energetic, are being involved in the farming system. And this collaboration will help for implementation, capacity building, and access to climate smart agricultural innovation and services. So
Okay. Thank you.
thank you very much for the time. I'm sorry for the network fluctuation, but take it, please. I'm very sorry.
No worry at all, Dominic. We are very glad to having you here, and we can deep your proposal in the next the next 50 minutes in the breakout room. So I give the floor to Andrea now.
Thank you, Davide, and thank you, Martin, Mar, and Dominic, for sharing your ideas, for setting the stage for the next part of the session. And don't worry, we will go a bit deeper in all the case studies they presented, so we can have a further discussion with them and explore their experience a bit more. So after this introduction about the Naturethon experience, we want to make this journey even more interactive by inviting you to participate hands-on Naturethon laboratory for the next 45 minutes, let's say. We will simulate a sort of mini Naturethon experience. We will guide you through key elements of implementing MBS in your local context. We will work to do this. We will work in breakout session using the winning ideas. So these 3 ideas that we just presented as an inspiration to develop solutions aligned with the real world challenges and MBS principles. So during this session, we will identify the key challenges, think about the possible solution and elements to implement them, define the key users, stakeholders, target audience for the MBS, and we explore implementation strategies, including identifying strategic partners, funding source, business development phases to bring the ideas to real life. So the champions, Martin, Dominic, and Mar, will be with us in the room. So there will be the opportunity to discuss with them a little more. So I think now everyone, we will move to breakout session, and we will reconvene here in 45 minutes for closing the day and closing the session, and will be a moderator with you that guide you through the activities.